And we are back. So, last we left off, the crew, having infiltrated the Crimson Seedbed, grazing its halls, chock full of this strange growth, as well as odd denizens, as you have come across a supposed pit full of corpse flowers, which I lovingly dubbed the Corpse Flower Nursery. With the very large, huge creatures that were being fed corpses by two gardeners that were acting as sentries in these corridors. That after you had retrieved a corpse of a former cultist, well, not really priestess, a acolyte of Olesia, and secured some magical items from her body, and then broke her body and shoved it in the bag of holding, I might add, as disturbing as that is. You then came across the two guards that, with Zune's help, casting speak with languages. Fuck, what's the spell called? I don't remember.
Comprehend languages.
Comprehend languages, there we go. Trist was able to hear the very intellectual discussions between the two beholder kin creatures. These are known as death kisses, that were talking to each other about their master Morculus, perhaps, and how they were going to have a little taste of whatever they were guarding, while the party jumped on them. Velree just riding a bunch of down, ripping into them, getting electrocuted the whole time. The rest of the party, shooting from range, except for Rogar, who kind of went in there too, but barely took any damage, just because he's Rogar, I guess. Regardless, though, you slew the two guards rather quickly. A large door, and it's a similar door to the one that you guys entered into the structure with. It was circular and kind of opened from the center, like a spiral almost, like opened up. It does not appear to be made of metal, the material. It has a metallic sheen to it, but if you were to have gotten close to it, you would tell that it wasn't, it was more of a organic, almost kind of material. Had it give off a dull glow. However, it opens up, revealing a room on the inside. This room appears to have it's relatively large, and while there is a fair amount of growth within, there's also parts of the floor that are barren, like the kind of metal, like material, or the metal-ish material that the structure is made of, that you can actually see, that does not have any of the kind of red moss and vines and growth on it. In addition to that, there appears to be several large, they look kind of like lockers, like what we would know as lockers, though I'm not sure any of the people in the party would not understand what it is. Rectangular, like trunks stood on their side, kind of against a wall. However, the most obvious thing is in the center of the room, a little bit towards the back, actually. There are large cages that have metal. It's almost like a cube, made out of some kind of strange metal, glowing with pulses of light, that are attached to the ground by these impossibly thin, almost lamp-like formations that look like they're made out of a similar metallic material, almost like a bulb, like it's like attached to the top and then kind of curves around the box and then kind of goes underneath it and touches the ground. And these boxes are there, and they appear to be held in place there, and it's almost like they're kind of like slowly rotating, as if they're suspended in space. And they are they appear to have what Trist now knows, and you've seen Trist use it, some kind of force-like barrier keeping the captives that you see inside. There are about a dozen of these holding cells, cages, whatever they are. with these force barriers. However, most of them are either empty or smeared with copious amounts of old dried blood. However, there are 4 that appear to have something inside them. In particular, you see 4 green, yellow, sallow-skinned humanoids. They're all kind of like lounging in different spots against the barriers. They all have been stripped of weapons or armor or anything like that. They're in essentially just like whatever kind of underclothes they would have been wearing, which would have been wraps of some kind of cloth-like material. And almost like one of them is wearing now they're all wearing, they look kind of like skirts, but more like a Roman legionnaire kind of setup. You know what I'm talking about? Like it has like some armor elements to it, and they each have like large shin guards and like sandals on. And the guards and sandals look like they're made out of some kind of weird metal that you guys haven't seen before. The individuals are thin, and they have pointy ears, but their noses are flat against their faces and almost like slits. And their eyes are just a little bit thin. That's the best way to describe it. 3 of them appear to be male. Their heads are clean shaven. The 4th appears to be female, and it has a long like double braid that kind of links back into itself and goes down her back. And they all kind of like look towards you and look down as they're all attentive as they see you guys like in the doorway.
They look down, like away from. Wait, they look at
like they're suspended up, like off the ground.
So they look captive, absolutely captive.
Yes, they do.
No idea what kind of race they are.
You can give me a Arcana check.
Can we all do this? Just
if you have proficiency in Arcana, I will allow it.
Oh, man.
Okay.
21.
21 from Trist. Oh, go ahead. You can give me one too, Zoom, because you're a bard. Bards get to make like every check. So.
And that's Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
And I will be at disadvantage.
It will be at disadvantage. It would have been a nice one.
Yeah, try to. Oh, it's at disadvantage.
Gotta settle for that.
Still pretty good. So, 21 from Trist, a 20 from Zoom. Difficult checks. So, I'll give you this. You've heard of strange individuals, raiders that come out of nowhere occasionally. Trist, you know about these things from a different perspective. Most people would think these things are myths, old stories passed down from time to time, or just the tales of crazy people. Trist, you've seen references of this in your study material. In particular, some of your material relating to the more eldritch abominations that exist. In particular, there was a race of things created by some kind of extraplanar entities that had escaped, and they are known as Gith. These are Gith. Now, with a 20, you do not know the subspecies of Gith, because there are subspecies of Gith. You don't know about that. However, you do know that they have similar. They do have. They've been known to have powerful psionic abilities, and that the ones that at least you have read about are extremely bloodthirsty. That they raid, they capture, and they take things. Zune, with your more kind of like stories passed down, you've heard stories of these things appearing and abducting people, abducting things. You've heard stories of them appearing and then doing something and then leaving, not touching a soul. All of the tales are sporadic and somewhat believable, but somewhat not. But you at least recognize the description of the creature.
Yeah.
Looking up at him. So the stories are true. These people do exist.
So wild. Did you know they do weird? I've heard tales, all right, that, you know, people sometimes say that they do weird stuff with their anatomy, and then, you know, I mean, I thought it was all BS and just for flavor, but I mean, just wear some tight belts, because these guys are weird.
They're also proficient warriors.
I mean, you can
Unfortunately, I
teach them
don't.
things.
They're not going to understand probably what we're speaking.
Yeah.
There's 4 of them there. They're suspended in these cages that appear, and
Oh, yeah.
you know, Trist,
I'm staring at them.
whatever runes are at work here, it is making some kind of force, like magical barrier that they are stuck in.
What in the world could keep these things captive? So don't say
Just-
this. I mean, what is this?
As I walk around, staring at them, I'm going to give a lecture to the party.
Oh,
For
Gonna
those
go,
of you less so
Professor
educated,
get out a quill.
Trist starts.
These-
Mhm.
these creatures are dimensional travelers. Some of them would say space travelers. From what I've read, they used to go around hunting certain species. Slaves long ago, they broke free of their chains.
They were slaves? Oh.
I can't tell though which ones these are. There are 2 subspecies of them.
Only 2?
Yes, there's ones that have spellcasting abilities, and there are ones that have melee proficiency with strong warriors, stronger than Rogar.
Stronger than Rogar.
I say we don't risk it and just
Rogar, insight
Nothing.
check. Insight check.
You make an insight check, Rogar.
Yes, it is said that they used to ride red dragons.
Natural
Red
one.
dragon?
That's a 1.
Uh,
Rogar's like,
Corridor.
damn.
Rogar is
Damn.
super impressed.
He really means it, you know.
He means it.
So which ones do the abducting? Is it the ones that can do the spells, or is it the ones that are stronger than Rogar?
With your rolls, you guys don't know.
Yeah.
Velree is going to suggest we walk away slowly or fast.
I mean, they're captive. It doesn't look like they can get out.
I'm just saying, we just leave them,
But they're really neat. We
If-
could always use friends.
or they.
I mean,
kill us.
if they're here, makes me question what kind of building we have stepped into. And how long have they been here for?
Can we just ask them?
You can try, Zune. I don't believe they speak
Use
Elvish
messenger.
or Goblin.
Just, you
Rogar
know.
will speak.
Trist
Rogar is
can
Soy.
right now. Trist can talk to
Oh, yeah, it's
anyone.
That hasn't worn off yet?
Oh,
Oh.
it's comprehend. I don't think you can speak it. I think you can just understand it.
Can understand it. Okay. Well,
Oh, let
Trist
me
can
confirm.
understand language.
Yes. It lasts for like an hour.
Yeah, it's an hour.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I'll speak to them in Elvish first.
Okay. Trist,
Just
you
in case.
begin to speak. What do you say, Trist?
I'm trying to keep it simple, just like say like name.
And they kind of look towards you, and the female, she looks down at you, and then she taps the glass, and you can't hear the tapping.
We try to use messenger and just see. I'm gonna use messenger. I'll see if it works. It probably won't. But toward her, you know, can you hear me?
She just stares at you.
Well,
She does, however. She's looking down. Looks like she's inspecting all of you from the inside of her cage. She seems the most methodical of the 4. The other three are just kind of like arms crossed, just kind of like leaning against their cages still. She points towards points kind of behind you, Tris, near the door. She points and then she holds up 2 fingers, and then she does this.
I think she's trying to signal a way to open these cages, maybe.
So
I look behind me.
You do see a strange looking panel, similar to the one Zune had used to open the doors. However, in addition to just the gelatinous kind of like 3 orbs, there appear to be 2 more like straight appendages with they're just kind of like there. There's kind of like straight little things sticking out. And it looks like it looks like there's a bit of a groove that you could probably pull them.
is this the thing that the thing was reaching to, or is this like right around the door
It is right around the door. Yes.
where that thing was reaching its little arm?
It looks like it was reaching towards this panel. Yes. Like the tentacle's laying there next to the panel where it had died.
But I do not know these things because I could not hear it or understand it.
They
So
cannot.
I will go
Well,
over.
Zune, you have experience handling these doors before you opened up the last one.
Okay, what do you do, Zune? You go
I'm
up to the
gonna-
door. You go up to the panel.
Dink.
Okay, you grab the 2 kind of rods and then pull them. And as you do, the woman. Well, actually, let me roll for all of them.
They die.
The cages, the force kind of cages, kind of blink out, and all 4 of them spill out from the bottom, and all of them with pretty good athletics checks and acrobatics checks land firmly on the ground,
They're the warriors.
and they stand up.
Stronger than Rogar.
They begin to like crack their necks and kind of stretch. They're thin, Rogar, but muscled. And they are extremely thin. They each appear to be around 6.5 feet tall or so. The woman's slightly shorter. But if they weigh like 150 pounds, that's like the heaviest guy there. They're like basketball players, you know, super thin, but muscular. Anyways.
Like me.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. The female quickly steps in front, and she begins to speak. She actually looks towards Rogar
Oh,
and speaks in Draconic.
oh shit.
She says, "Thank you for releasing us. We've been here for quite some time. You are friendly, yes?" I can't hear Rogar. Damn it.
You remember Rogar?
Sorry. Damn it. Rogar is taken aback that
Trist, you can understand it. The rest of you
That's
probably
true.
not. Yeah.
Rogar says back in Draconic, she asked if we were friendly, right?
Yes.
Well, we are here for a certain mission, and if you do not intend to get in our way, there's no reason that we cannot work together. As he points towards the bodies outside, of the...
One of the males is walking towards one of the kind of locker areas, and he talks to the rest of the people there. Rogar, you wouldn't understand it. Only Trist would understand it, ironically, right now, because they're speaking a different language to each other. And he says, "We should just cut them loose, get our shit, and leave." And then she talks back to him. She says, "No, they might be useful. Good distractions, maybe. But we still need to get the map. We can't return to Our Lady without our bounty. My head will not be served up. Would you like to serve yours?" And he kind of like furrows his brow for a moment. These primitives aren't worth our time. None of you can understand this except for Trist.
Yes.
This is fine.
And
I will say in Goblin. That one wants us to leave us here.
Rogar.
Do they understand that? When he speaks in Goblin?
When he speaks in Goblin, you don't. There doesn't appear to be any recognition. No.
That one wants to leave us.
The woman begins to speak again, though, to you, Rogar.
Uh-huh.
You are capable warriors, then. Allow us to arm ourselves. We seek a map of stars. We think the thing that has taken over this vessel has kept it hidden somewhere. We would claim it. We could have anything else. The bounty would be yours. We care not for the denizens or the treasures that may be left behind. We only want the map.
We do not seek a specific treasure. We seek one named Mortals, or at least a way to cure a disease.
Yes, the creature. Very well.
Do you know how to? Do you know the disease of which we speak? A red, creeping virus or fungus.
The sickness that spread over the ship.
Yes.
Means nothing to us. We have long outgrown disease, our people.
How do you speak to Chronic?
I have spoken with dragons.
You
I ride dragons, Rogar.
I am a knight.
You ride. A dragon serves you.
Not exactly. It's more of a partnership.
Dragons are a rarity here.
In this realm, maybe. In ours, there are many that yet live.
Damn it, I can't speak.
Yeah.
Go there.
We will aid you in finding this map. If you would aid us in finding, we were told by a sage that there was a cure here. You will aid us in finding this cure.
Well, we can get you to the creature. If your cure is there, then you may have it.
Will you help us combat the creature?
Perhaps.
Rogar, ask them how they plan to leave.
How do you plan to leave?
We have ways. As long as we can get out of this mist, we can leave. This mist, as you know, prevents travel from other places.
We did not know that. That is good to know. Rogar says in Goblin back to Trist and Zune and the rest of the party. Apparently we cannot use your teleportation spells here.
But how can the sage do it? Okay.
I don't know.
That's wild.
Sorry, lost train of thought. Is this your structure? Is this your...
No.
Because the lockers are their size, right? Like
yes,
size?
Yes, they're tall. These are one of the remnants of the old slavers. A former vessel.
Do you know how to destroy the structure? Perhaps we can use it to destroy the structure.
They are quite resilient. I don't want to talk above your station. Politely trying to dance around the question that you're too primitive to understand. But perhaps you need not worry about destroying this. It is unoperable. it will no longer be a threat, and it will never be whole again. The other half of it is not even on this plane.
Very well. I believe we have an accord. Rogar is going to ask Triss if he wants to ask any other questions.
They are currently getting dressed. They are not bashful at all. They immediately strip down, all of them, in front of you.
Us primitive.
Yes, naked alien women.
And there's a single woman, and there are three men. And they all, drop trow, and they are unloading these lockers that are full of armor, and it looks like weapons. The males, they're basically just warriors, begin to arm themselves. Similar, almost like a breastplate. They keep the, they refit the kind of like skirt area, and the shin guards and everything ends up refitting into a new kind of setup, almost like a splint armor almost. They end up putting all of this on. They're not wearing helmets. One of them, what? Let me see. Let me make sure here.
Is Githyanki the melee ones?
Yes.
Yeah. They ride the dragons.
Yeah. One of them.
Red.
Yes. One of them actually pulls forth a circlet and hands it to the leader, who is the woman who is an actual knight. Her armor's a little bit more regal, with like large pauldrons on it, has a cape. And she wields a gigantic silver, made out of pure silver, greatsword. It is beautifully carved and etched and expertly crafted, and has a strange, almost like a thread, coming from the bottom of it that just kind of like disappears into nothingness after a couple inches. And she kind of stows it on her back. She puts the circlet on her head, and as she does, a red stone appears in the center of it and begins to glow dimly. As this happens, one of the warriors points out a final locker that does appear to have some kind of arcane lock on it. And he says to her, this might be some other armaments or something we can't get inside. Just leave it. We're moving on.
I guess it makes a lot of noise, but I really want to know what's in there now.
Trist?
I can try to dispel it. Rogar, can you also let them know that we have fought our way in here, and we're gonna need to rest, and we're willing to share any food if they eat that type of thing.
Rogar will say, we have. Sorry, go ahead.
Did you tell the rest of the party what's happening yet? Or are we just kind of standing there watching everybody get dressed, kind of going, what's happening right now?
I think that's what we're doing.
Okay.
I think we're just staring at naked aliens.
They're dressed at this point.
Rogar has kind of discussed, back and forth and goblin to you guys. So
Okay.
There is another locker though that does not appear to be opened.
I'll try to dispel it.
Are you gonna say anything, Rogar?
Rogar was going to tell them that we have fought long and hard to get this far into this building. We do require rest.
Very well. The tyrant will be looking for all of us. I'm sure he knows we are here. He will certainly know we've escaped. We could
caught in the first place.
We could stay here for the night, or at least for a few hours. Perhaps you could keep me company, Great One.
Mm-hmm.
Rogar
She can look at you eye to eye.
doesn't he doesn't know anything about this woman, so he passes it over.
Passed it over.
It's true. She's no Busa.
She does.
I mean,
she doesn't look incredibly strong. She carries herself as a
He
warrior.
hasn't seen her fight or anything yet, so he is not enamored with her yet. So he is going to. Are you aware of spellcasters, sorcerers, wizards?
Magic
Primitives.
users. Yes, indeed.
They require ample times of rest. He kind of glances over towards Trist and Zoom.
Yes.
Sleep 4 hours. It's not bad.
As well as we have. He points out Velree.
Mhm.
This one. She went to a frenzy and sustained a fair amount of damage in the last encounter.
I can see. It looks like
And she's covered in blood, yeah.
Yeah, a bit of a savage.
Doused in blood, yeah.
Very well.
We do require rest.
Making a bad first impression, guys.
We can camp here. That is fine. I can lock the door. At least prevents most passage, but we will stay here for some time, then move quickly.
I am no stranger to hunting parties and the tactics that they use. And I am aware that at certain times it is wise to use one of your companions as bait to perhaps lure out great prey. But that is always informed to our companions, to our hunting mates, hunting parties. It is unwise to just use one of your party members as a target of opportunity.
So
I would let your friend over there know that in the future.
is that a threat?
Yes.
I like you after all.
So that Rogar is going to my friends here are going to open this locker now.
Be our guest.
And Rogar is going to step aside and start to set up a resting area for the party.
Okay. Trist, you dispel magic.
Spell.
3rd level.
I have to do that 4th level because I'm out of
4th
third levels.
level. You begin to use your fingers and kind of trace over some of the rune work. And it looks like the enchantment or whatever was placed on this is slightly damaged. And with minimal effort, Trist, you exert a little bit of your own kind of time spellcraft, and the mechanism is immediately neutralized. Just there's a bit of a flutter. A few of the runes kind of blink out, and the door just kind of like slowly goes and is slightly ajar.
I'm opening that.
You reach inside. You open it. What you find inside you find several items, actually. In particular, how do we want to do this from like ascending or descending order?
Ascending.
Ascending. Okay, so we'll build to the really big things.
Yes.
The first thing you find is a strange-looking helm.
Yes.
It looks kind of like Professor X's Cerebro. It looks weird as shit, Trist. You pull it out and you're like, what the fuck is this? One of the Gith warriors kind of eyes it and he kind of furrows his brow for a moment and he says something. It's almost like a phrase, Trist, that doesn't quite translate, almost like you would have to know the dialect kind of. And
he said like a slur.
Basically, yeah, kind of like a slur as you pull it out. And and you kind of place it on the ground.
Yes.
Then you find a set of, they look like gauntlets attached to a long semi-metallic sleeve that would go up to almost a shoulder, like kind of cut out right below your shoulder. It's a pair, and they are worked with strange kind of carvings on them of kind of like bulbous looking humanoid shapes, kind of like along the arms, and on the actual back of the fist, of each fist, there is a almost like a face, a humanoid looking face, kind of like grinning, almost like a skull. And it looks ogreish. That's the best I can do for that. In addition to that, you pull out then an amulet that actually looks like it has a charm on it, and the charm looks like the symbol of Elysia. So whatever this is, an Elysian charm. And then last but not least, Trist, you pull out what looks like these, they kind of look like arm guards, and they have like eldritch runecraft engraved into them. And they look like they look almost like a, what would you call that? Almost like a football pad. Like they don't like go all the way around. They look like they just kind of grasp on the side. And they have this kind of eldritch rune work along the top of them. And a strange looking set of runes. Several of the warriors' eyes light up. In particular, the commander lights up as you pull it free. They begin to talk to each other. Man, that spell would still be up. Yeah. That is a remnant of the before. Those are those bracers, are they not? And one of the warriors nods his head. Yes, they are. Relics of the old.
Rogue, I hear what they're saying.
No, they're speaking in their Gith language.
Oh, the Gith language. Well,
you want to start identifying these?
yeah, I was going to identify while we're resting. Kill two
You guys all
birds.
begin to sit up and you begin to rest. What you find is that the helm, you find out quickly that it is an item crafted in servitude of whoever were the masters of this vessel, and it may or may not have had a more interesting use back when it was created. However, what it essentially functions as now is a helm of telepathy. The gauntlets that you find that kind of go up to the shoulder, they are the equivalent of gauntlets of ogre strength. The amulet with the Elysian blessing, the Elysian chain, is a amulet of proof against detection and location. And the last but not least, the last item, the Eldritch bracers, are also known as bracers of defense.
Well, we'll address the elephant in the room first, those bracers. Everybody knows what they
What do
are.
they give? What's the deal?
If you are not wearing armor, so everybody but Moog and Zoom,
Uh-huh.
they give you a +2 to your AC.
Ooh,
So Rogar, Velree, or Trist could wear them.
who's the squishiest?
Trist is the squishiest by a long shot.
Technically,
I think
it's
that's
me, but I have
fair.
ways to defend myself.
He does have
so.
way to
Well, you
Yeah,
have
AC.
shield, right?
Tristan would leave it between the two barbarians.
You said it boosts the AC?
Yeah, your
Boost
AC
your
gets
AC
boosted by two.
by
Plus 2.
2.
I would love to boost my AC.
I would love to do all the things.
Yeah.
Not that Velree would use
It-
her advantages to get what she wants.
It probably would be best for Velree.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be at a 20 AC, and personally, I would love that. You know,
Ah.
but,
You know, spread
Velree
that
gets
love
hit a lot
around.
Too, so I know. 17.
It doesn't hurt
What
my
about
feelings.
me?
I know.
Do any of these require
Attunement.
attunement?
I think most of them do.
Okay,
Most of them do, I think.
I
Yeah.
am attuned out, so
Oh, well, there you
Yeah.
go.
whoever else
I'll look
wants
at mine.
items,
Everybody else really gets
and all the items I have are all items I can use. I think.
Telepathy.
You would look funny wearing it, just so you know.
I wouldn't wear it in all circles, but what are they
Hey,
gonna do?
Walk around
I'm
like
just
Professor
saying.
X all the time.
I'm just curious.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
put it
love
on.
Magneto, you know?
Yeah, like Magneto.
Be
This
great.
looking stupid ever stopped me. I'm
Hey,
gonna just
Michael
try it.
Fassbender looks awesome. in that helmet.
Yeah, sure.
You can read minds.
You try it on.
Boom.
It's there.
Does it
Well,
let you
have-
read
yeah.
minds, or does it let you just
You can detect thoughts.
you can
with
detect
it.
thoughts at will?
So whenever Zoom's wearing it, just
that
mind
feels
blank.
like a thing for sure. Yeah.
What was the thing called that boost thing? Sorry.
Braces of defense.
Bracers of defense.
Braces.
There's gauntlets of ogre strength. I have no idea what those do.
They raise your strength score
Increase-
to 19.
Fuck.
Mhm.
Jeez, can I have that?
If you want them, you can have them.
Hey. Just-
Yeah.
Might be
Would that help,
Rogar?
Zoom?
Probably would be
No.
better with Rogar.
I mean,
Zoom
I've got a
doesn't need that.
16. What's your strength, Rogar?
16.
Both the same.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, you go for it.
Uh,
I'm a strength-based fighter, so
Yeah.
You can put those gauntlets on, Rogar?
he will, unless someone else wants.
I
them.
mean,
don't- Velree's-
I've already
Velree's
got
stronger than that
bracers, and
already.
you would look badass.
Velree's
so,
already,
you know.
her strength is already past that.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm already. If they require attunement, I'm tuned out too. So,
Okay.
I don't know if they do. You'd have to look.
I think.
well,
they
my
do.
bracers.
I think they
so
do.
Feel
Yeah.
like they would.
Does
For something
anyone
like that, I
want-
feel like they would.
Does anyone want to have the Devil's Sword?
What does it do?
It has the
It gives you the temporary hit
plus
points.
10, hit points.
Oh, I've got the Dream Blade. I'm cool with it. I'm not proficient in
Maybe
swords.
Zoom, maybe.
It's a short
Zoom would be
sword.
Badass with that. I think.
Yeah,
that
if Zune
would
has
be
a
cool.
spare slot, it might be okay. Gets you 10 extra hit points.
Yeah,
Oof.
I
Yeah.
never use it that much anyway.
Remove. I can possibly remove something. So
Oh,
yeah,
useful.
I have 2, and then plus this helmet would give me 3. But I'll give it to me for now, and I'll see if I can
Okay.
remove something.
Yeah, do the whole
Yeah,
item
just-
shuffle
yeah.
here.
Just kind of
Do the item shuffle.
There is the amulet of
Yep.
proof
Shifting
against
that
detection,
inventory
if
around.
anybody wants it.
The amulet of
Would
what?
be
now?
really
Can't
good for
be-
Velree.
It can't be detected by divination, and you can't be scryed.
You can't be scryed on. You can't
Ooh.
be detected by any kind of divination magic.
Yeah,
It would be
sound-
pretty
that
good for
sound
Velree.
for
Ah.
Velree, yeah.
Amulet,
Maybe-
what?
You can't be tracked.
You can't be tracked by any means.
Magically.
By magic means, at least.
Can't be tracked by any means.
Amulet of proof against detection and location.
Yes. And it keeps anybody from being able to magically tail you, like I might have been doing for several party members already.
Right.
Listen now.
Requires
So the party
attunement,
members
just in case.
It does require attunement.
I'm
Hey, and what was the name?
So many items.
What was the name of the
Everybody-
helmet?
Damn it.
Helm is a helm of telepathy.
Helm of telepathy. Okay, it's pretty.
If you want to know the name of it, of its actual name that it's now, the Gith essentially tell you Trist, or Rogar. They call it a probing helmet.
Oh,
The stories are true. All right.
It's true.
This is not a Gith ship.
Oh,
Granel-Ruiz.
Well, the amulet does not require attunement. I thought
Oh, it doesn't?
It doesn't?
heck
Oh.
yeah.
It just said equip. It doesn't say attune.
Okay.
Let's see.
Impressive.
That is impressive. So that's
Impressive.
good. That's a great item. That's
That's a great item, man. Yeah.
That's a much better item than it was if it required to. Yeah.
So, you guys have a collection of magic items now
Yeah.
to
but
discover.
do we really?
You do. Okay.
Thank you, DM.
I'm messing with you.
Trist, you will know that the silver sword, the Githyanki Yite is holding, is extremely magical.
Yeah.
As well as the
I want
circlet.
to talk to them so bad.
The circlet that she placed on her head is also magical, a magical item of some kind.
We're standing in the presence of alien.
Yeah, the warriors.
Technology.
Presence of greatness.
The warriors also have silver swords, but they're the equivalent of like long swords. They look more curved, like scimitar-like, but they don't appear to be magical trysts. They do appear to be made out of silver, though, like pure silver. None of you are metal workers, so I can't give any details on any of
Guys,
the
you
other
keep reminding me.
stuff. Sorry, Moog. You can always attempt to learn that kind of stuff. That could be a thing
That
you can
sounds
learn.
like an endeavor later. You know?
It could be. You guys can learn stuff
could
like
be.
this. But for now, none
Learn
of you
stuff.
really can get anything else I would love to give you guys. Their armor is very distinct for them for what they are. It just kind of looks kind of interesting. The Knights is much more elaborate, of course. But with all the items doled out, a primitive camp, well, not really primitive, a camp is kind of set up in this room. The Knight tells you her name, Rogar. She is known as Azamru, and she is the leader of these men, these warriors.
Rogar will tell her his name because he didn't do that either.
Yeah.
Rogar, son of Amu. You know.
Let me check for her. Nope, natural one. She doesn't know who Amu is.
Okay.
Doesn't know. But she talks with you. She talks to her companions. Eventually, your spell's going to wear off, Triss, so you can't hear them anymore. They speak in it sounds similar to Elven, but not quite, language to each other, this Gith language. And the three warriors actually leave the room. And the Knight will explain to you that she's sending them to watch outside.
Nice.
And said that they will do some scouting while you guys are getting a rest. So you decided to rescue the Githyanki.
Yes.
Time will pass. You guys will begin to get your long rest.
Oh God, he said begin.
All of you,
Rolling.
you guys can all get your long rest in.
Oh,
You guys have
Yay!
you guys have lookouts. I need to pull something up though. Where is this?
Tristan's going to spend his 4 hours having Rogar translate
Okay.
where they're from.
Yeah. Rogar wants to inquire. He's
How long
He's
they've
going
been
to,
here.
yeah,
Okay.
those type of things. He's also going to ask, your weapon seems to be finally made.
Yes, this is one of the many swords of the knights. They're special. They can sever a silver chain.
A silver chain.
Yes, if you were to visit our home, we are beyond death. You will live forever. And you are tethered there. When you dream, you go to this place. You float upon the astral sea. We seek the location of long lost Kadath. Our mistress has been seeking it for quite some time, and she sent us on this mission to claim the chart that might lead us there. It is beyond the astral and the far, but where we come from, in the astral, you mortals that sleep, when you come, you are tethered with a silver chain. This blade can sever that chain and kill you in an instant.
Oh, that's scary. Well, I don't hear this, thankfully. All right.
Kristen wants to go to the astral sea.
What are you learning, Rogar? What are you guys talking about?
I know Velree's like on the ceiling.
I'm gonna go take a nap now. God.
I wonder how they got captured.
That is a good question. What do they know about? What do they know about the guy we're gonna go up against?
This creature, Morpheus. What is?
Well, I know what he was. I don't know what he is. It was one of the other captured things that the masters once kept in their cargo hold. That's where we will be going. It is a place that you store things. That's what she's trying to explain to you what a cargo hold is.
Yeah. We do have vessels here in this world.
Well,
a cargo hold is known to us.
Good.
Is it like a hut filled with many things?
Of course. There's lots of, and there will be many things.
That moves?
In particular, some of the more dangerous creatures that they used to keep for experimentation or left here. This thing, Morculus, is one of these things escaped creature. Not exactly sure which one or what exactly it is, but we have guesses.
That makes you feel bad for it.
Does it though?
Yeah.
Kinda. Just a
No.
little. No, I think it's
How
doing
long
okay
have you?
for
How
itself.
long have you been held captive?
We have been here for let's see here. How would she do this? We have been here for 40 years.
They're babies. Right.
Rogar is passing food to her,
Yeah. They kind of like sniff it, and strangely enough, Rogar, she takes a bite and then she just kind of holds it up, and then it just floats out of her hand, and one of the knights grabs it, and then he takes a bite, and then it floats out of his hand. It goes to the next one.
Oh, that's cool.
However, at the end of the long rest, Dan, if you do me the pleasure of rolling a d6, please.
Oh, you know me. You know me so well. You know that I like rolling dice. Here it comes.
Oh, no,
That's a 2.
A 2.
It's gonna be a 2. Yeah.
Oh man, this is great because that's
Oh,
you.
no, I don't like.
That's
it
you,
when
Mo.
You say that it's. Oh, it's
I
me.
feel like
Yeah,
That's
I don't
you.
really like it when you say
Go
that. Though.
roll me a d10, Mo.
See, maybe I don't want to now.
No, do it.
I don't.
Please
I
do
don't like
it.
the way
Maybe
you
it's
talk
good.
Sometimes.
Maybe it's a good thing.
It'll be a good thing.
It's an 8.
An 8. Let me
Yeah,
check real
an 8.
fast.
See, I don't like when you do
I'm
that.
super excited about what's about to happen.
I am excited. Oh, because as you guys finish your long rest, did you guys already do your long rest stuff?
I did.
Yeah.
We did the long rest
Yeah.
thing.
Get those item attunements in.
As you were beginning to, Moog, as you like standing up, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
The rest of you the Githyanki knight kind of like she touches her head a moment, and all the other warriors do the same thing. They go, ah, and then as you look over behind Moog,
Oh no!
a spectral eye opens up on the wall.
Damn it!
Yes.
And a beam of energy pierces into his back. He goes, "Ah! I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Moog."
Dang. Hold on.
At least it's not the death ray.
Hold on.
We don't know what it is. It could be the death ray. Could be disintegration, for God's sake.
Hold on.
That would be a con save.
I'd want to, and I imagine Silvery Barb is off the table.
It's off the table. Dex save, Mo. Come on, what's happening?
Okay, I thought I had a thing. Hold on.
Do not have
It's audible.
You have indomitable if you fail, but just go ahead and roll it now.
That's a 16.
That is a fail, Mo. So go ahead and
Indomitable! Natural one.
Do it again, right?
Yep.
All right, let's try that again. A deck
Fuck,
save
16 fails.
But that's rough. That's rough.
22.
Ooh.
Mo passes. Thank God it
That
passes.
was about
Mo.
a damn 22 auto pass.
Because there's
This is
a
so
pierce of this energy lances through his back. And he stumbles forward. And Rogar, you're standing close to him. You see, as a part of his armor has begun to turn to stone. It begins to creep across his back, and then he like pulls his shoulders back, and it breaks off and falls away. And Moog is not turned to stone.
Rogar stabs
I'm
the
not
eye.
turned to stone.
You go
I
to
could have
stab the
been
eye.
turned to stone is what you're saying.
You go to stab the eye, and the eye is already dissipated as it splashes right into the wall. It was a solid wall, and it's like it just cracks into it. The knights suddenly one of the all the warriors and the knights begin to speak at the same time. I know
Just
you
to be
are
clear,
here.
the thing I was thinking. Oh, sorry.
Mom, shut the fuck up. I know you are here. Come to Morculus.
Oh shit.
I have plans.
I don't like your plans, Morgan.
And then they all kind of like clutching their heads as they all kind of fall down to the ground. as they were
Morculus
slightly
told me
hovering.
to shut the fuck up. God.
Damn it, Morgan.
Looks like stealth's off the table.
This sucks.
Moog, how you feeling? Moog was told you to shut up.
Oh well, no. What I was as a player, I was thinking of ambush but it's a dexterity check, not a save. So never mind. Yeah, worked out anyway. Yeah. No, this ain't great, yo.
Azamra?
Excuse me?
Is that her name?
God damn it.
Azamra?
Yeah. Do you guys do this on purpose?
I wrote down.
Zamru with a Z.
Oh,
for God's
shit.
sake.
I did that way wrong.
Who's the
I'm just
mistress?
gonna cross off the
Unforgettable.
Has Rogar been communicating what she's been communicating to
Stop.
him about the mistress and everything like that? Or
Maybe.
has it just been... Or is
I'm
this just...
assuming this
Either
is
way is fine.
Intimate conversation.
Now, Zune,
Okay.
I will say, Zune,
No,
as you're kind of looking over there, I mean, you know chemistry, Zune.
Oh, yeah.
You think she might be into him?
She's obviously into him.
He's a white dragon, though. He's not a red one.
She's
Doesn't
after
matter,
those young bucks.
She sees a large, strong individual.
She's been trapped
I'm
in
in a
here longer
kimono.
than he's been alive.
He's in a kimono. Wearing a kimono. Got a giant
This is a
sword.
man.
Wearing a loincloth. It no longer has scars on it. It's,
I didn't put my I didn't put my dick inside that that pixie or whatever.
Why not?
Just saying, I hit that.
Oh, do we still
Oh,
have
you
the whip?
really put her face in that.
Whatever happened to the whip?
Zune has it.
Have what? What do I have?
The wisp that can bring people
The
back
wisp.
back
I
from
thought
the
she
dead.
said the
yes.
whip, and I was like, I don't remember this, but okay, yeah, I do have
I
that.
mean,
got the
Zune
whip.
would have it if anyone had the whip. They would use it.
So you might have a whip
That
too.
is valid. I might
It brings
have that.
people back to life.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Speaking of, I need a gold bar, please. I'm a little in debt, and I have a feeling I'm not going to survive this next encounter. If someone could just please.
Put it on my tab.
Hey, Rogar, may I have a gold bar?
Certainly.
Thank
Rogar will
you.
take a gold bar out.
You pull a gold bar out in front of the Gith. They don't
Just
appear.
shove it in my
a
pants.
couple
Don't
of
worry about
a couple of the warriors kind of look at it like, as you kind of like.
Come and get it. No.
I believe that from Zune for sure.
Think.
As this takes place, the Zamaru basically looks at all of you and she says, well, she talks to Rogar because she can't talk to all of you. We should move now. Move quickly.
Yeah, we wouldn't want him to find us.
My scouts have reported several patrols in the nearby area. They will be converging on us soon.
Very well.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Whatever
We
you
move.
say.
You
And,
move. You guys collect your things quickly, begin to move out into the corridor. The Gith are kind of, the warriors at least, are leading. They take you down, you exit back into the center tunnel that you guys had entered in and keep going, like the direction you were going to move, deeper into the structure. It's at this point, I need everybody to give me stealth rolls. As the Gith Yankee motion back
Advantage?
for you to be quiet. No,
Do we get
there's
God
no
damn.
advantage.
Oh!
Shit.
Did a good
I
job.
was terrible at being quiet.
Okay, that's not good, Rogar. Or Moog.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Rub it in.
All right. This might go wishy-washy.
Averages.
Averages.
Average, you know?
Averages.
Average them out.
Averages.
Sure.
Averages, bro.
Sure. Averages, indeed.
Averages, bro.
What you see ahead is you're still in a tunnel chock full of this growth and these vines and all of those other aspects of the seedbed. However, what you see ahead is several strange-looking creatures. There are 5 of them. They're kind of like head down, skulking around the edges of the tunnel. And this is a 20-foot tunnel. There's like 3 on one side and 2 on the other. They are medium-sized. They appear to have 4 limbs. So it looks like 2 arms and 2 legs, but all of them are kind of like, some of them are kind of leaned up against the wall and smelling. Their bodies are thin and strange looking. However, the head, there's a neck, and then the head looks like a cone-like shape. And there are eyes on these serrated pieces of this head. There's an eye on each piece. The eyes look like they're like milky white, though, as if they can't quite see out of them. And the knights tell you to shh as they begin to move past them, as you guys are moving in between all of these creatures. You're moving. Zamru stays low to the ground. The knights and Zamru are eerily quiet as they keep moving forward. All of you begin to move in this direction. And as you do, both Moog and Rogar step on a vine at the same time.
Damn it, Rogar.
And as it does, it kind of like cracks. And there's a nearby flower that was attached to it, unbloomed. And it kind of opens up for a second. And then it spurts out a puff of some kind of noxious gas. However, It does not affect any of you. It's too far away, but it does kind of blow near one of these creatures, and it makes this strange kind of like bird-like noise from its mouth. And as it turns, its head opens up like a flower. There are 5 like petals that open up, and there's just in the center, there is just teeth and an open hole. And there are small spike-like teeth along each petal as the creature yells towards you, and then all of the other ones begin to do the same. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode. Emberfell Whispers from the Star.
Of course.
Damn, Demogorgon.
Aren't you
Sorry, guys. Well, it does seem like a Demogorgon. Yeah.
They do have strange growths along their bodies.
Floral Demogorgon.
Why you didn't want to take the average, bro? Why you didn't want to
I've taken the average so many times.
so bad?
Come now.
So
Anyways, let's do favorite moments of the night. You know, we got things. We got to do some stuff. You guys killed things, plundered bodies.
we did.
Broke a paladin into pieces instead of resurrecting them with the moat that you have.
2 pieces.
That's
didn't
what I
think
was
to
just
do
thought,
that.
when we could have resurrected her.
That moat can resurrect anybody that's been dead for 100 years. Nobody
Really?
reads shit. Nobody reads anything. God damn it.
But we might need it.
It's true.
That's true.
Well, we still have her. We could still do it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
it's
can-
super messed up. Yeah, at least put her in the normal pieces before
Yeah,
you
yeah,
do.
After her
Yeah.
collarbones have been shattered.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Just drag her angry throughout the
Wake up!
Regardless, though, favorite moments of the night. Let's start with Velree.
Oh, Lord. Gosh. There's a lot of good ones, I feel like. You know, I really ripped into those creatures
Did
while getting electrified, and I guess I really
Yes.
liked it, you know. Was into it. And I don't know, I'm excited for future moments of Rogar and what's her face?
Zamra,
Yeah, Zamra.
the Githyanki Knight.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
What's her face?
I'm excited for that.
She's excited for that. You did bottle some of that blood, by the way, Velree. I forgot to tell you.
Mm.
You have,
Yeah.
you have like a wine skin of Death Kiss blood that you can drink at any point. You could have collected more. There's 2 bodies there if you wanted to.
Yes.
Anyways. How about old Moog Broadjaw? Favorite moments of the night?
Oh man, always favorite moment is getting the drop on the unsuspecting enemy. Anytime Mo gets to take advantage of ambush, drop an extra couple of D6 on someone's face, getting this amazing quiver that it can apparently hold an entire state fair.
Hold on.
Whole lot of stuff, and unburdening Rogar of those bolts now that I can carry on myself. No, it was a lot of fun tonight. Some good storytelling going on, so I enjoyed it.
How about old Rogar? Favorite moments of the night?
Favorite moment probably was the conversation that was it Tim and Tom were having with each other at the door of the prison or holding cell. I enjoyed their banter back and forth, you know, talking about what's in Zortharis. You had this good garden, you know, poor bastards out there dead.
Oh, bastard,
you know?
he's dead. Somebody killed him.
Yeah.
But he's
I
gonna-
like that part a lot.
You guys killed him.
Of course, I love killing Tim. You know, just running up and jumping, cutting him open, cutting him like a fish. It was great.
Deeply disturbing.
Yes.
How about old Zune? Favorite moments of the night, Zune.
I always appreciate our tanks tanking very effectively. That's always really, really nice. So yeah, I was really happy with how quickly they took down the beholders. And I really liked just the visual of Brokar taking this corpse and just and then just kind of like, like a pool noodle, just kind of like shoving her into a bag.
Disgusting.
It was great. It's just like the
In
visual.
the bag you go.
Just like, I'm imagining not much is said. Like, should we leave her? Just no
She'll
further
fit.
conversation about it. Everyone just goes home quietly.
She'll fit.
It's
It's
a
fine.
normal day.
Mhm.
Oh, and that chemistry between Rogar and Z Lady,
The Z
which is going to
lady.
be her name.
The Z lady.
I can remember Z Lady.
That's better than the other names that have been thrown around. How about old Tristan Varel?
Oof, oof. There's a new waifu in the party. Goes by the name of Zamru from the Astral Sea.
Astral Sea.
Yeah, Tristan, instant hard on.
Oh,
someone from space.
Oh no!
Someone from space and time, shows up.
No.
From who knows where, a different realm of reality and time.
Too bad she likes Rogar, not you.
Oh.
It happens sometimes.
You're
You're
just
gonna get her
that's-
eaten.
just a
life.
weak little wizard.
Hey, she'll be impressed though if I killed a mind flayer once.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
yeah, huh? Okay.
Was she
That's
impressed
mine
by
for-
carry you around everywhere?
Oh,
Doesn't need to know any of that. Right now, her love interest just pissed off a flower.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
we good.
Indeed.
Well, we got the new waifu
New waifu.
for now.
Oh yeah. I'm interested to see where this goes. If I had a favorite moment, it was definitely the indecision. I'm not going to that hole. Going to that
Yeah.
hole. No, fuck it. No, if I can't throw a torch down, I'm not going there. I loved it. We did it for like 20 minutes of banter about approaching this hole, which eventually we just approached the hole. We made 5 plans. And then somebody just walked down the side eventually, and then it was fine. That was it. It was great. I loved it. You got to, you delved into the corpse nursery and you unscathed. Mo got some cool things. You guys found some items. All around, good time. Good time. There will be nothing but good things in the cargo hold, everyone. Nothing but good things. You're on your way there. I'm looking forward to it. So that's going to be it, though. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Do make sure to like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And, of course, check out Velree. Damn it. Velree on the TikTok. And, of course, Dan on all the other things. I've got everything listed in the description. Thank you all for watching. We're looking forward to seeing you guys in the next one. And have a good day.